Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Born with the Power to End the World? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this may be a little bit dark story, so heads up and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Elemental Nations on October 9th. In this night, while most of the Elemental Nation was resting peacefully, Konoha was going through a tragedy. Not one tragedy, but two of them. One of them being the major one, the QB attack. Out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, QB appeared on the outskirts and began to attack Konoha. Huge amount of buildings were destroyed, people were killed or buried under the rubble. Shinobis and Konoichis alike formed the line of defense under the leadership of Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage. But even they, with their best, couldn't only prevent the inevitable, which was a total annihilation at the hands of the QB. They prayed for some sort of miracle, and while praying, Minato Namikaze arrived, and he was trying his best to seal the Biju into the new Jinchurikis, his son and daughter, Naruto Uzumaki and Mito Uzumaki Namikaze. As Hiruzen, seeing that Minato was alone and preparing a seal while they were trying and failing to hold off the Biju, which was attacking them, distracted, Hiruzen arrived. Hold the fort for a while, he said to the Jonin commander as he arrived there. Minato, how did this happen? I thought you had everything under control. I did. Until he happened. An attack from a masked person. I'll explain to you and the council later. Right now I need some time. You came here alone? I tried to summon the toad, but none of them responded. What? What are you talking about? That is impossible. Toads have been the most loyalist clan to Konoha. They would have responded. They didn't. Something must have happened. I will talk about that later. Right now I need to steal the Biju into them. And so that is when Kushina came. Wait, Minato. Kushina, I told you to rest. You're alive? Yeah. I'm too hard to kill, old man. I'm not that easily going to die, said Kushina with a smirk on her face. As now we see, he limped towards one of the children and began to draw the seal, the 10 pentagram seal, Minato. And so Minato nodded and began to draw out that seal. While this was going on, we go towards the mountain of the Toads, otherwise known as Mount Miyaboku, in which Jiraiya was summoned. What is going on here? It's Kamamaru-sama, said Pa, the elder toad, who arrived, and jumping onto the shoulder of Jiraiya. What? What happened? Is he? Yes, Jiraiya boy. He had a prophecy vision and he had an heart attack. It's not like he's gonna make it. What? But how? He had this situation happen before. When the prophecy happened, he told me he was fine back then. Things are different now. He's old. Too old. I don't think his body would be able to handle it. He wishes to speak to you. That is why I have called you here. And so, Jiraiya was brought where the toad was laying down covered in a rug. Ah, Jiraiya, you arrived. Elder, how are you feeling? I don't have much time, Jiraiya. I must say what I have to say before this body gives out. What do you wish to say to me? Said Jiraiya, swallowing hard as a lump formed in his throat. The child of prophecy was never supposed to save the world. What? What are you talking about? The child of prophecy is someone who is sent to end it. And now Jiraiya was frozen. Another lump forming in his throat, and this time this wasn't something that he could swallow. What are you talking about? The child of prophecy that I mentioned. I've seen it. He will grow out to be the one who ends everything, taking away the chakra and destroying the elemental nations and the ways of shinobi. Only a given few people would survive. It's a reset, Jiraiya. As Jiraiya's eyes widened, what? He said, it's a reset Kami, Yami, and Shinigami have just pressed the button to reset the world. Do you know what this means? No. This this means that our time is near. We have crossed many lines that should not have been crossed. And now the goddesses are pissed, and there's nothing we can do to calm them. So we're doomed. There is a way though that I believe would be helpful to us. Buy us some time until we can think of a way to prevent that. What are you talking about? That is to seal the child away in a chamber that slows down time as much as possible. As Jorah gulped and said, I don't know what to say. As that is when he remembered, oh shit, I told Minato about this prophecy. He knows. But the first half, not the new one that you told me. You must leave, Jiraiya. Not only Konoha, but the fate of the elemental nations rest upon your shoulder. Seal the child in that chamber and buy as much time as you need to come up with a solution. I will try. Remember, Jiraiya, no mistakes here. No mistakes. As the elder gave out, the toads mourned, and so did Jiraiya. The next morning, he was informed from Gamabunta that Minato tried to summon him, but he resisted. What? Why? Something must have happened. Minato is alive. I have checked the scroll of the summoners. You should go and visit Konoha. I was planning to do that anyways. And so, Jiraiya arrived inside Konoha's gates, reverse summoning through the help of a toad, only to find that most of the Konoha was destroyed. Smoke was rising from it. What happened? Jiraiya-sama, you're here, said one of the envoys. What happened here? It was a great disaster. Many people have died. Yubi no Yoko got released. Minato-sama was able to seal him away with Kushina-sama's help. In the end, it was not pretty. Where is Minato? Said Jiraiya. He's in the hospital room at the Anbu's wing. You should go and check him there. And so, after walking throughout the village and seeing the destruction and debris as well as the situation of the people, Jiraiya gulped. We really are living in the end times. I have to do something, said Jiraiya as his fear grew, and he arrived where Minato was. He was standing there, watching over his kids and wife's rest, with a little bit of bandages covering the few scratches that he had, and looking out for them. As there was a knock, come in, said Minato. His eyes darted towards the door for me a brief second. As then they widened. Sensei, what are you doing here? I came to check up on you, Minato. I just found out what has happened. Yeah, it was a disaster, Sensei. I'm glad that you're fine, kid, said Jiraiya, placing both of his hands on his shoulders. You're fine. What about Sensei and the others? Hiruzen-sama is fine as well. He's just exhausted. A lot of the shinobi forces of ours have been wounded, some of them even dead. A funeral is being arranged. Within a week or so. What? Yes, a week or so the funeral will be held. Then we will mourn. Right now we need to make sure that the land is protected from outsiders. Who was it? A masked person claiming to be Madara Uchiha. But that is impossible. Yeah, I thought that as well. The way he attacked, he was able to even attack my Hirishin and Rasengan. What? Yes, this is not normal. Yes, that is what I am saying. And he had the gunbei of Madara as well. As Jiraiya's eyebrow narrowed. This is not right, he said, pacing back and forth. We have to do something, and something fast. As he looked towards Kushina as well as the kids who were resting. How are the kids? They're doing fine. Very fine. I have a bad news for you, Minato, said Jiraiya, deciding it was now or never. What news? The prophecy that I told you about? Yeah, it took the life of Gamamaru-sama last night. What? Said Minato, in full shock as Kushina was, "Look, what is going on, Jiraiya?" As Jiraiya greeted her and then continued, "Yeah, that is why the toads couldn't summon themselves back. He had the complete vision of the prophecy. The child of prophecy was never meant to save us. It was meant to end us." "What are you talking about, Sensei?" "The child of prophecy is sent here to reset the world." Hiruzen, Minato, said Jiraiya, as Kushina got quite curious. "What do you mean by that?" "What I mean to say is one of your kids is going to be the doom of us all." "Doom? My children? No. Minato." "I'm sorry, Kushina, but the grand told elders' prophecies before have come true. This one was the major one that he was mentioning for almost more than a decade, given to him by the sage himself." As Kushina was taken aback by that. So what are you going to do?" "We have to come up with a solution that the child doesn't end up destroying us. And we have to make it up to Kamiyami and Shinigami. And for that to happen, we have to place them in a time-dilated seal room. A chamber of a sort in which time works differently. And for that, I'm gonna need both of your help. Your kids will be safe. They will be raised there. But they might have to be raised slowly. They will regress in aging. That is the only way, and no training them whatsoever." "This is too much. I can't believe it. After all that madness that we went through last night, this is the fate of my children to be?" As Minato broke down, "I'm sorry, Minato. Kushina, I'm giving you some time, to think about this and visiting Sensei. I have to tell him this." And so that is what Jiraiya did, as Minato and Kushina hugged one another, while Kushina laid on the bed and Minato was standing. "What are we gonna do, Minato? Our children's life is gonna be destroyed. We have to make them safe. They are going to be safe. If the people find out about this, there's going to be hell." "I know. That is why they won't find out about this. Ever. We're gonna pronounce them dead." "What? What are you talking about?" "We're gonna tell the people that the children and the Jinchurikis didn't survive. And keep them hidden. But first we need to build that chamber." And so, with the help of Hiruzen, now, alongside the three of the Seal Masters, the chamber was built underneath into a new constructed basement of the house of Minato and Kushina, in which a whole chamber was created where the children will be kept. Kushina remained there to make sure that they were raised. Minato, in the meanwhile, was instructed to prepare for them and give them food and necessities, and visiting them once in a while as well. And so, time began to pass by, very, very slowly for Naruto and Mayta, while on the other side, with Konoha, it was passing by rapidly. Each and every passing second was like them stepping an inch after an inch closer to their own demise. Rumors began to spread that something is going to happen that would cause the end of the world. And those rumors were spread by none other than Danzo, because he and his habit of snooping around has found out quite a dark secret that Minato and the others have tried to keep it a secret as well. As 10 years have passed, as he finally, in a council meeting, as it was about to end, blurted it out. "I have one last thing that I wish to discuss." "What is it, Danzo?" "Well, Minato, I've seen that for past 10 years you have been doing something quite shady." "What are you talking about?" said Hiruzen. "There is a chamber underneath your house." As Minato stood up, "You have been spying on me?" "Yes, I have." "Anbu, arrest this man. But before you do so, I have to tell them the truth. Why are you keeping your kids alive, which you said to us are dead, in a chamber? And why do they look like they haven't aged that much? They look at best 6 years old. They should be 10 by now." "Minato, what is going on here?" "We haven't seen Kushina as well," said Tazumi, her teammate and best friend. As the rumors begin to spread, "You have to tell us the truth, Okage-sama. Why did you lie to us?" I can't tell you that. Good, then I will, said Donzo. Donzo, don't you dare. It's not a secret. It has to be known. It is mentioned that the child of prophecy was supposed to be born through Minato and Kushina. Here in Konoha, who was supposed to be our savior. It was a prophecy given to us through Toad Sage, the Toad Elder who trained with the Sage himself, and it said that Sage gave him these words, and he has visioned it in a dream as well. As everyone began to murmur, that was a good thing. Why keep it hidden? Until the second part came where Danzo explained the whole truth. So you see, the child of prophecy was never meant to save us. It is a reset button to destroy us and start the whole cycle anew. Because we have been forsaken. As now people were terrified, downright terrified to their core. The children needs to die. If they live, they will destroy us all. We can't have that. No, if you do that, God knows what will happen. We will piss out Kamiyami and Shinigami even more. Minor signs, how can we not see it before? They were always there. Can't you guys tell? The QB attack, before that, the wars that have happened for the most dumbest reasons ever. Egos for war? Many shinobis and kunoichis have died. As the people fell silent, what Minato is doing is human. He's trying to protect his family. And trying to find a way to not only save himself, his family, but the whole damn village and the rest of the damn elemental nation that doesn't deserve saving. As there was a heavy silence after Hiruzen said that. Leave the man alone. And so, that is what they did. But the people were fearful now. On the other side, the kids, they're supposed to be 10, but were now 6. Kushina was raising them there. She had even a makeshift kitchen there and was staying there. And it has caused effects on her as well. She didn't age that much. And Minato, who visited once in a while, was showing visible signs of aging. Kushina even boasted about that while Minato just chuckled. So did the kids. Everything was going great until their 11th birthday arrived. Dojan said, Mito, we want to visit the outworld. Can we, please? You told us it's dangerous, we know, but you promised that you will fulfill this wish of ours once we grow up enough. As Minato looked towards Kushina, who was telling him to say no. Alright, for half an hour, okay? And we're going to be visiting the ramen stand as well as, the play area. And after that, we're leaving. Yes, as both Naruto as well as Mito were happy. And so, now we see the day arrived. It was supposed to be half an hour or hour at best outing. They went to the ramen stand and then went to the play area. Minato and Kushina were seated there watching the kids play like normal. You know, Minato? I just wish this was normal for us. Yeah, me too, Kushi-chan. Me too. I worry about them. But the fate holds for them. My children, I don't want them to go through any pain. The whole world, it fears them. And after what you told me, what Konoha has said about them, about killing them, it boils my blood and makes me fearful for their safety. What if someone tries to do something? Then he will be a damn fool, Kushina. I will kill him in the worst way possible. But the damage would have been done, right? As Minato sighed, let's not think about that, Kushina. Enjoy the moment. After all, the kids, they're happy. And so their gaze went towards, again, where the kids were supposed to be. Only to find that Naruto was looking distressed and looking left and right. Huh? What's wrong with Naruto? Said Minato as he went there. What's wrong, Naruto? Mito. Where's Mito? She was here. What is going on? What? What are you talking about? And so, Kushina arrived. What is going on? Where's Mito? Take Naruto home. Minato, I'm going to find Mito. And so, Kushina was dragging Naruto home, who was denying and was adamant that he should go and search for Mito. And so, he, after getting his hand freed from Kushina, began to dash after his father. Naruto, come back! Said Kushina in fearful tone and began to dash after her son, only to find the most horrific thing. Minato had pinned a man and was choking him, while on the ground laid Mito with her throat slit. As the little girl's eyes had dry tears in them, and Naruto was standing watching this, with his jaw hung open. Hey, son? As Minato's eyes at that moment turned backwards with wide ones. But no, Naruto! Oh my god, what happened? Mito! As Kushina dashed, only to find that Mito was dead. Her body was turning even cold. Naruto began to pant heavily as the man laughed. That to the child was gonna end us all. Even if it is your kid, Hokage, somehow I have to do this. As Minato snapped his neck with rage. Naruto was panting heavily still. The funeral was arranged. Naruto heard murmurs and whisper on that day. People mocked her that anyone celebrated. Something within Naruto snapped. Snapped so hard that there and then lightning began to gather as dark clouds formed and began to strike down everywhere. And that is when it happened. Earthquakes. 12 magnitude earthquakes that literally with a single shake destroyed the structures that would have held themselves for more than thousands of years. Everything and everywhere, different sort of things was happening. Tsunamis were rising. Thunderstorms, tornadoes, all sorts of natural disasters were happening. As the people were now fearful. These happened on the day of the funeral of Mito, and hadn't stopped as a week had passed by. Naruto has never left the chamber, remaining there with his serious expression, as the voices still rang out in his head, and the image of his dead sister and that man's smirk continues to go through and play through his head again and again and again. Naruto was captured there and kept. Minato and Kushina hasn't left outside and has begun a crackdown mission of killing each and every single person who was celebrating the death of their daughter. As Minato, and in a drunken state, sat next to the grave of his little girl. My baby girl. I am so sorry. I was supposed to protect you. It was supposed to be a happy day for you. And yet I couldn't even give you that. I'm a failure of a father. I failed as a husband and a father. I am so sorry. As suddenly he saw lightning strike, not next to him, but at the Konoha. It was so huge that the Hokage Tower and the council chamber was destroyed and turned into rubble. The hell? As Minato arrived, as Jiraiya was there, Minato, this is not normal. The weather has been acting crazy around the elemental nations. Hundreds and thousands of people are already dead to different disasters. What? As Minato's eyes widened, you think that it's Naruto. The world, it's ending. And so Minato and Jiraiya arrived, where Naruto was being kept, only to find that Naruto, with tears unshed, was still hugging his knees and seated there, traumatized by what he has seen. Everything still going again and again like a loop in his head. As Minato then said, son, Uchan, what did she do to die like this? Nothing, son. People are just insane. It's me who is at fault. I failed you as a father. I was supposed to be the one to watch over both of you. No. It's their fault. If they're supposed to be the one who die, not her, then they will die. yelled out Naruto, only for such a huge magnitude of earthquake to happen that literally earth dissolved and crushed people. Nobody was spared. It was like the world ending, and it was. All across elemental nations and temples, people began to pray for this disaster to end. But nothing was working. Akatsuki, Orochimaru, Otsutsuki's hidden bases, even those organizations working for the future protocol, all were killed, destroyed by nature itself. Not by jutsu, not by chakra, but by nature, the wrath of something that they have disobeyed and destroyed without any consequence. As now we see, Naruto then got up to his feet. I will never forgive them. And at that moment, Jiraiya realized that the prophecies might have interconnected, giving them an alternative first that if they did not make any dumb decisions, they would have survived. But at like any usual and opportunistic Konoha's bastard, they did. And because of Konoha's mistake, the rest of the elemental nation was suffering. As Kushina arrived, Naruto is right. If he is the one who is going to end them, then I am all for it. My baby girl didn't deserve to die. She was just a damn little girl who was enjoying her life. And yet all of that was taken from her. As Minato nodded, I agree with you. No, Minato? Said Jiraiya, taken back by shock. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm done trying to protect the dumbasses out there. They took away the life of my baby girl. I couldn't be the good father to her, but I will stand by my son, even if it means that I have to watch the whole world burn. I'm damn proud of him. He's not only doing this for himself, but for Mito as well, and people like Mito who have suffered outside. All because of people like them. As Jiraiya, being shocked, in the end realized all the dominoes were falling into its rightful place. All because of their dumb decision. As he went to a bar, in a heavy rainstorm that was going on now, order a bottle of sake and begin to take it down cup after cup, and then order another one. Man, you must be drowning your sorrows or something, Jiraiya-sama. Yeah, drowning. As suddenly a tsunami siren rose out of nowhere. And in Konoha, a huge tsunami wave hit with such brute force that it destroyed everything. Even Jiraiya, who took down another cup and closed his eyes. Because he knew, in the end, his time has come. And there was nothing in this world he can do to prevent it. All the while Minato, Kushina, and Naruto stayed there in that chamber for more than a month. Within that time span, 6 to 7 months have passed. Everything was settled and calmed. More than 95% of the population was gone. Only the 5% survived. Those who Kami-Yami and Shinigami intended by some luck or fateful intervention, or by sheer help or will. Amongst them was Naruto, Mito, and Naruto as well as Minato and Kushina. As the three of them arrived at the grave of the little girl that was still intact, while the others were raised and leveled to the ground. Hey son. As the three shedded tears and vowed that for her sake they would live their life to the fullest, and would visit her each and every year to make sure that the little girl that died, she would never be alone. As this is, we're going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apologia channel as well. I know it's quite different from the usual shinobi take, but to be honest, if Naruto was to be given this sort of power, like I did just now, in my opinion, it would have been quite interesting, and people would have might not acted as dumb that I made them out to be. More than fearful, I guess, but yeah, in the end, this would have what have happened in the end. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, as this is it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.